Hey guys, I'm taking a short break. Not very long. Just wanted to do an overview of the wizard, some items I have, some questions I am asking to if asking for help on what you think, about some item comparisons. Um, but what I had to do is I actually had to move my wizard out of Kedge Keep while I do the video, because I tried to do the video before and I was just dying. There's something that I don't know if it's the fact that being underwater reduces the damage of your fire spells or all your spells or what, but I'll show you the difference, what I'm talking about as far as that goes, because I was not understanding what was going on. So let me go ahead and get in the zone. We're going to be starting in Soul B, or Nagafin's Lair. Let's go ahead and get our buff on and get meditate started. I'm gonna try to get everything into my inventory because last time I had inventory and bank open, and I'll go ahead and move both of these over. I wanted to see if there was a bracer that had better stats than this one. See if we have. Well, that's wisdom, health. This one has mana. Yeah, it's not really any good bracers going on there. What's this one? Yeah, that's a monk item. Uh, Health wisdom. Yeah, that's not that. Hey, we'll go with this one. Because I'm not going to be using on anybody. So yeah, let's go ahead and get those closed real quick. Before we actually start doing any comparisons, I want to do a baseline test, showing you damage output with what I've been using thus far. And let me go ahead and put my necklace in because this is something I've been using between all my casters, my wizard, my cleric, and my paladin. So let me go ahead and we'll go ahead and pull, try to get something a little bit bigger than that. Definitely bigger than that. There we go. Level 45. Crippling Roar really won't affect us that much. And we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to root. We're going to do Meteor. Then we're going to do Fireball, Ice Comet. And then we're going to do the... I keep forgetting what that is. I'm not even going to stop to take a look at it. We're going to go ahead and keep going on. This Glacier Spike does big damage, so I always use that. And I'm going to go ahead and use it. I don't use Chain Lightning usually on one mob, but when you don't have anything else to use, you want to use it. You got Charge Bolts. This is where your nicer lightning damage is. Go ahead and get back over to this, and we're going to go ahead and root, and we're also going to do Glacier Spikes, and we'll go ahead and get up our mirror image, which I should have done in the beginning. I don't really think this is going to call... Yeah, there we go. Wow, I don't know what in the world is going on. Something has changed. I don't know if he reduced the... or I don't know if he increased the armor and the resist of all the mobs in the game at higher levels or what, but I'm getting lame DPS since today. I mean, I haven't played the wizard until this afternoon, and wow, seeing a huge DPS drop. Maybe I shouldn't have been boasting about the big numbers I was posting. So, we'll go ahead and pull a non-champion. Still want to make it blue. Sonic Bat, that stuns, so hey, that's a challenge. Let's go ahead and get him. We'll go ahead and start with getting him Ice Spiked. Go ahead and get our mirror image on. That way we get those damages going. Go ahead and get our Ice Comet down. Meteor, and that's, well, and there we go. That's still low. That's really low. Um, and you know, for a warrior, Bad was telling me that he was doing 200 DPS, which is awesome. But he has the flowing black silk sash. He has the sword of Yakisha, and he has all those kind of nice pieces of equipment. Um, wow, he must have died fast because I didn't even get charge bolt on him. Um, yes, he didn't even have that much health. I'll go ahead. Well, let's go ahead and actually talk about what I was going to talk about first. I'm going to keep this in. Last time I was doing the recording in Kedge Keep, I had this out, and it kind of messed me up because I didn't have the gear in. So here it is. Rune Cowl, 30 max mana, 19 intelligence, yay! 13 wisdom, also yay, because that increases your mana pool, and it also increases your mana regen. 5 to all stats, which also boosts intelligence and wisdom. 3 to evocation, which is your main damage type. And channeling, which helps every spell. Um, compared to this, which this has a little bit more armor, 6 armor, has 5 more health, 5 more mana, has 25 health on it, has 5 evocation, no intelligence. That's kind of 5 plus the critical chance, which we always want more chances to critical. Um, absorb fire damage, which is nice. +3 to your fire damage, which since my main damage is fire damage, that's a nice thing to have. Um, and then -15 to silence. And you, as a caster, want anything you can get that will get silence, fear, stun, anything off of you as fast as you can get it. Just because of the fact they just suck. So this is kind of a nice. I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and you see my health went down a little bit. That's kind of good though. And then we'll go ahead and do a fight, and then we'll talk about robes, just to see if this does any kind of difference. It's hard to actually spawn the same level type mob every time. Though if I did a rotation through everything, I'm sure I could find one. Let's go ahead and keep going. So I don't know if evocation is actually making this guy do more damage. See, that's kind of more of the damage I do. Chains are where you get your big DPS. I can do if I keep everything in line and keep mirror image up, because it comes back up really fast. Also keep the, we'll go ahead and do another fight so I can tell you the name of the ability. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll kill his pet so freaking fast, it's not even, there's no reason for him even to spawn it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Get there. Go ahead and get this up. See, his pet's already dead. We'll go ahead and get. And I guess we're going to go back to ability, okay? And we're going to try to kill him with this. Actually, that's not doing very much damage. And boom. So 262. That's nice. And I didn't even check the name of that spell. I swear, I'm not trying to make a wizard let's play. I'm more trying to do an overview of items. So, I don't know, there really wasn't too much difference. Not having the 19 intelligence reduces the critical damage, the total overall damage of your abilities. So for right now, I'm going to use that. Let me know what you think. I kind of like both of them, to be honest. And I think I talked about it the other day, which right now you don't have the ability to swap gear in a fight. So if you're on a long chain and you level, you have to finish that chain to be able to equip your new gear. I think that's kind of, I can understand that for your armor, but really your weapons need to be interchangeable. You need to be able to say, like the paladin reference that I said the other day, you need to be able to take your high damage weapon and be able to switch it out with your leeching weapons that leeches health and mana for you. So anyway, let's go past that. This is the robe I'm wearing right now. 18 armor, which is awesome. 15 enhanced armor. Again, nice. 40 mana. That's awesome. 20 stamina, which keeps my health really high, which is why I have more health right now than my warrior does at level 35. The warrior really at 35 should already have 1,000 hit points, and at 50 should probably have around 2,000. Though if you're watching this bad, go ahead and reconfirm that for me because he actually has a 50 warrior, and he's decked. He's decked out. He's gotten some really great loots. So yeah, let's see. Critical chance again. You always need that. 11 resist magic, cold, reduce fear duration, and that big reduce silent duration. Which, like I said, if the faster you get fear and silence off of you, the best. So that's that. This is the one I got on my paladin, which I'm not really going to use this, to be honest. I'm going to tell you straight out, I'm not going to use this unless I can find a higher level version, because 2 armor, that's a hit that I really don't need to take. 7 stamina versus 20 stamina. The dex is nice. Uh, but yeah, and the stun duration really isn't that great for a robe that I'd be wearing at level 15. Here's the other robe. This is 9 armor, 32% enhanced armor, 21 maximum mana. This is 40 maximum mana. But this has mana per tick, 5 to all resists, plus magic damage, and negative silent duration. That's only difference by 1%. That's something that I could probably think about using instead of this one, but um, again, I really don't know. Let's go ahead and do a chain real quick and see if I can get that DPS up a little bit higher so you can see what I normally put out with this character. So I'm gonna actually try to get a few up at as soon as I can. Go ahead and get that rooted. Now there is a bug, unless it's been fixed, where it will nan out if I get a wizard. And we're going to need to go ahead and put this up as fast as we can and go ahead and start casting our ice bolt. We do have charge bolt that we can use now, and we do need to go ahead and get this up because we want this to recast as soon as we can. As you see, my health is going back up. We want to go ahead and change to the shaman because we can silence him. And we're going to go ahead and ice him. Go ahead and get our ice comet and get meteor up. Not really paying attention to his okay, good. We're not gonna die. There we go. That's 240 still. I can, if I pay attention, like I said, I can get about 10 to 15 chain going, but it's really hard anymore, just because if you go to Kedge Keep, everything is insane. So you saw the damage I did here. I'm gonna move over to Kedge Keep real quick, and then we'll just show you a little bit of how I feel that it's kind of hurting me. If you're a melee class, I think you'll do fine in Kedge Keep, but as a wizard, it's not looking good. Though you have the higher level things that you can fight, you have to fight them one-on-one, and then pull a chain after you finish that one. Where in the early days of playing the wizard, I would pull 4 at a time and just hit them with the AoEs. Um, but now that I'm fighting in these zones, it's just a whole lot harder mobs, especially if you get the name. The level 51 named in here. Actually, there's 2 names in here. There's a 46 named and a level 51 named in here, and both of them are really tough. 200, that's not bad. Whenever I was playing earlier, and I think it's because of the lag, I was only getting 107, 110 DPS. I don't know what was going on. I think it was the lag because the way Ice Comet works, you have a few seconds before it actually hits, so you're able to hit the ability to increase the damage by 50%, where I wasn't able to do that. I was hitting it as fast as I could to try to get it to cast right after Ice Comet, but Ice Comet had already hit, and it was just a wasted use of the spell. Um, we'll try to get a name in here. I want to try to get a name and just show you how freaking hard they are, or try to get a 51. Uh, we'll fight him. Even though he's blue, he's going to be hard because of the fact that he is cold resistant, which is half of my damage output. Um, and I'm not even going to cast cold spells on him at all because of the fact that they're only going to hit him for 1 damage. These are things that you have to think about whenever you're fighting these kind of guys, is because you don't want to be wasting mana. And yeah. Also, you want to be watching. If you're not paying attention, like here, I missed it. I could have silenced him. I could have made it so that he's not able to cast on me at all. Silence. And I'm late. I'm always bad with those. And then there we go. We silenced him. He can't hit us with spells anymore. We'll go ahead and stun him and go ahead and go on a chain of lightning. Really only 4 spells we can use. Actually 5. We can use 5 spells, but still. See, even that, whenever you're reduced down to being able to use 4 or 5 spells, the DPS is still decent. And like I said, wasn't happening earlier. Let me go ahead and get some health. And I'll go ahead and look for... There's another cold one. But I want rares. So like, I want uniques, so I want to definitely try to take them on. The things you have to go through to be a wizard. Oh, we're silence. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get him. And I don't know if you saw that or not, but he was only he was only hit for 1 damage with that ice spell. We're gonna go ahead and stop for a second and get some health back up, and we'll go ahead and do a chain. Go ahead and root him, get the silence on him, and go ahead and continue fighting. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up another, and we'll go ahead and get those both under that the meteor. And I'll go ahead and see, he's casting that again. Try to get silence on him as fast as you can. Magic items, level 50 in this zone, and it's not even dropping rares. This guy's dead. So, yeah. I really didn't want to play as a Let's Play. I was trying to show you the difference between the zone, but it's not showing too bad right now. Let's get health to full, and then I'll try to find that level 51 real quick. We have a little bit of time left, I'm sure. It's only 19 minutes. We'll go ahead and get the warrior. We're going to go through this real quick just to show you everything about the character. So armor, you want to get that as high. Armor verse level isn't going to be very high at all on a caster. It's not possible to get what you can with a plate class or a chain class. Or even a leather class. I'm sure monks are going to have really high armor verse level just because of their armor items that drop. So 1,070 hit points, better than my 35 warrior. Nice mana. Intelligence again 186. If I took that cowl off, it takes it down to 165 or so. Um, Resist, always want to have these as high as you can. Actually, at some point, I'm going to be only looking for resist gear, because whenever multiplayer gets in the game, and if you're able to raid in hardcore, well, it's not really raiding, going to a dungeon in hardcore mode, you want to have your resist all up because you're going to be getting beat down if you don't. Piercing's not high. Actually, I'm surprised it's that high. It's I turned off auto attack just because of the fact that it breaks root. Um, and you may notice that if you play any character that has root or frost nova, um, or if you're a mage and your pet hits with your earth pet hits with root, the auto attack is going to bring down that root really fast. High defense, get that up as high as you can, but really it auto levels itself. 75 is max for dodge, I believe, 75 or 76. As you can see, these are boosted by the equipment that I'm wearing. Definitely want evocation as high as you can, and channeling, also alteration, because that works on your roots, and the ice spike, or ice spike might be conjuration. I'll have to check that. Um, Here, I'd like to have a lot more critical chance, but really, you can only go by with the gear you buy, the gear you loot. I would hope at level 90 in full raid gear, you would have at least 50%, 50 to 100% chance to critical, with this being 120 or 140%. Which that's kind of how it was in EverQuest when you were in full raid gear. Um, so yeah, 2 days played, 13 hours and all that. Um, yeah, so I'm level 50 with 1,800 mobs killed. 143 were champions, 194 were rares, and I've looted. That's a good ratio. If you look at that, 143 champions, 94 rare mobs, rare, and actually everything you fight has a chance to drop a unique. But most of them come off of champions, and sometimes you get two at once. So I mean, 83. If you go just based on champion to unique dropped, that's a good number. I mean, I think it is, because you're getting more than half unique drops to the amount of champions that you fight. Here's my combo numbers. I don't think these are completely correct, because I know that I don't know, maybe I didn't do a 100 in Loraguk. I don't know. Uh, Again, you have to get you have to be paying attention and getting those two abilities going that keep you from being hit, to be able to do those long durations. Um, let's see here. We're going to try to go ahead and get a level 51, and then we'll go ahead and end this. Give me your ideas on those items. Let me know what you think. I kind of, like I said, I kind of like both of the helmets. The robes, that's kind of another situation. Let's see here. Come on, guys. Give me a white or a gold. Well, we gotta fight. We gotta fight champions. It's kind of a no-brainer. You have to fight them. It's a requirement. Okay. Let's hit us once, twice. Boom. Root. Silence. It's too late. go ahead and get root back on. Yeah, you can't, oh, there we go. Get this back up. This is a 30-second recast, which you may think that's a long time, but that's really fast whenever you're talking about chaining, because you could chain for a half hour on the right character. A warrior, they can chain forever. So yeah, 30 seconds, 5 minutes is nothing when you have a good chain going. Let's see here. Let's try to get something. Let's get something. I didn't even get any. I got a rare, but again, I don't loot rares. I posted something the other day saying that it'd be nice if rares became useful. There we go, level 51 Guardian. Because with a lot of us who are post level 20, level 30, we don't even loot rares or magical items at all. If you're first starting out, you have to loot everything. You just have to, because otherwise you have no gear. But it's one of those things that you definitely need to get as soon as you can, is just get to where you turn off uniques, or turn off rares and magical. But like I said, if he was to change it so that that magical and rare were better than what they are, which I can see that once we get to where we're going up to level 99, then that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, just a last look here. I'm not going to really say anything about them. I'm just going to give you a long pause with these so you can take a look at them. Tell me what you think. And you can pause the video to look at these if I'm not giving you enough time. Let me go ahead and move this back to the bank, because I am going back to the Paladin. I'm going to be bringing you along with me. So that's going to be another video. Don't want to really stretch these videos too long. It takes a little bit of time to get them uploaded anyway, as it is. We're going to get 50. We're going to get attacked anyway. So let's go ahead and finish off with this guy. Go ahead and get him. Boom. Yep. Go ahead and get that. Get Fireball. Get Charge Bolt. And 231. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's don't gotta worry about Catch Keep. Catch Keep's easy. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about EverQuest next in the next video, and some other topics. All right, see you there, and thank you for watching.